What's up guys, it's Ash here. We're just gonna take you on a little tour of my area where I play my games. It's a pretty nice setup actually. It's one that I've been building over the course of about a year. I would say that I didn't really play video games too much until I got into Rocket League, and then kind of took a break from it and got into Overwatch. But you know, I still play Rocket League, Overwatch, Arc. Fortnite's kind of a new one. This is it. This is where the magic happens. And this is kind of the tour. So we'll start off first with, actually we'll start off with my chair. And this is actually what I play in. And the entire reason why I play in it is it's comfortable. So I sit there quite a bit, I guess. But, you know, gaming chairs, you know, you can have them. I will take my wonderful lawn chair any day of the week. I love it. It's great. Second thing is the screen. So the screen that I play on is actually, it's a Samsung. It's curved. I think it's 27 inches, 24 or 27. I kind of got it for the curved display. That's what originally lured me into it, but then I started reading specs on it. It's incredibly fast, and if you play on a TV, probably the best thing that you could do would be to switch over to a monitor. You're gonna get a lot less latency. Everything's faster. I mean, everything connects faster. What you see compared to your inputs happens almost instantaneously. There's no 10 millisecond lag on it, but yeah, this thing's great. It is 4K HDR. It's pretty much top of the line. I spent more than I wanted to on it. Yeah. All right, so moving on, we have the systems that I play on. We'll start with the top. That's a Xbox One S. I have one game on there. It's called Rocket League. The only reason I got it is to play in the Shaft tournament. And also I have Xbox friends on there, and all they do is play Rocket League. I have some people that are trying to get me on Overwatch there, but that's a lot of work. The second one, that's a standard PS4. We bought it used. Is actually not 100% mine, but its sole purpose is that it's a server for Arc. We have our own dedicated server where we don't have to put up with any of the crap that are on the official servers. And then on the bottom we have the PS4 Pro, and I kind of just bought it. I had no intention of buying it, but I ended up getting it. My old PS4 is actually just sitting around, but the reason I got it was when I got my screen, I wanted to take full advantage of the screen. This guy plays 60 frames a second, HDR, supports 4K, it's faster, the games actually look better, or not all the games, but a good portion of the games, they will look better on this, especially Arc. Arc looks a million times better, and it's great. It's totally great. But yeah, the old one just kind of sits. Actually, kind of funny how we got the old one was, my brother and I, we were watching Netflix with his girlfriend, and none of us wanted to get up to turn the PS3 off because the controller had, I guess it was uncharged, and it disconnected. So we're like, hey, let's just go buy a PS4, and we bought a PS4. So awesome story. I guess the next logical one we'll go to will be the sound system. And right here, these are my freaking awesome, I forgot the model on them, but I originally went for different speakers, but these are the Bose, hang on, I can see the box. Bose Companion 5. They have two speakers. Actually, I'll take this off the tripod. It is two speakers. So there's one, there is the other, and they're all connected to the subwoofer on the bottom. And when I'm not playing a game where I have to communicate or anything, that's super awesome. It's great for YouTube, great for movies. Bass is pretty killer on it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, so the nice thing about this is all controlled through here. I turn it, it gets low, I can turn it up, and I can just shut it off. So, super awesome. I love it. Honestly, that's probably my favorite little investment. So the next thing we have here is my microphone. This is the Blue Yeti. It's connected by USB into the PlayStation. It has voice monitoring, so whenever I talk, I can hear what I sound like. And it's crystal clear. It's a studio mic. Or it's a kind of consumer grade USB condenser mic. And it's really good. It's actually, I mean, it's a lot better than what you would get with the headset. And it is connected to, let's see if you guys can see this thing. This guy right here, this is a sound amplifier, and it boosts the sound. Like, this already has an amplifier built into it, but I run it through the sound amplifier because I like to jack up the volume. And mainly I just, pretty much I keep the bass volume the same, but I turn up the volume in chat that way, so when I'm playing a game that involves communication, I can hear things better. And this is all fed into my Sennheisers. And actually these are really, it's top of the line headphone right there, or headset. The reason I don't use it anymore for the microphone is my cord broke. It came with two cords, and one was, feeds into the microphone, the other one feeds into the audio, and I guess on one end of it, it got broke. Probably, I think it's because I put a chair on it by accident, and I sat on it, and it smashed the wire. So I had to figure out a way to communicate with people, and the best way for me to do that was like, hey, I have an old condenser mic that's just sitting around that I don't use anymore. So let's go ahead and let's hook that thing up, and that's what we did. Anyway, the sound on that is great. It's more of a, I guess, headphone that you use for recording. I forgot what they're called. The sound quality, it's basically even, like bass, mids, and highs are all even. I know a lot of gaming headsets, they jack up the bass, they jack up the trebles, but I kind of like to hear it the way that, the producers of the game want you to hear stuff. I'm actually kind of glad the one cord broke because I really like having the condenser mic. Alright, the next thing we have is my Chromebook. The only reason why I have this, I got the cheapest Chromebook I could find on Amazon. And the reason why I have this is for when I stream. I can watch my stream. I always mute the stream, but I can watch my stream. I can see if anybody's commenting or anything, see who's on it. And because you can't get that without, I guess, two screens. Because PlayStation, like when you stream and you want to see the comments, it takes up like a quarter of the screen, and that's just something that I can't really do. Alright, so a couple of other things. I guess I haven't gone over this yet, and this is probably the most important thing to my setup is my PS4 controller, and it looks just like this. So if you notice, it is not a PS4 controller. This is actually a Razer Wildcat. And the entire reason why I have this is to kill everybody at Rocket League and heal my teammates. But no, it's great. It has two settings, so if I touch this button, that's Rocket League, Overwatch, Rocket League, Overwatch. And I'll go over my settings real quick on it. When I press this, see I have these buttons right here up on the top. If you can see them, but you have R2, L2, R2, R1, L2, L1. Then I got two extras that I can map to. And then on the back, I also have two paddles that I can map to. And for Rocket League, this is change view. So if I'm driving and I'm jumping, I don't have to, adjust right here. I can just press this and it changes my view. And on the back, this is power slide, so that's R1. That's R1, power slide, and air roll right, and then air roll left. And it helps so freaking much. Actually, you may be wondering how I actually have this connected to a PS4, and if you look right here, The blue guy is actually a dummy controller, and it is connected into this thing right here. This is called a Cronus Max, and it converts the signal of a PS4 controller into whatever controller you want. And you have to hook it up kind of weird. It's all like a crazy rig, but it works, and there's actually zero lag on it. So I'm actually, quite shocked with it. All right, so for my Overwatch controls, they are a little bit different. This is jump. This is really good if you play Mercy, because in order to do her angelic descent, or whatever they call it, you would have to hold jump, which would be X. And the problem with doing that is you can't really look around. So instead I can just hold this right here, and then it frees up my right thumb. And then this is, what is it? I forgot what my O one is. I don't know my controllers. But yeah, this is how I switch my weapon. This is healing, and on the back that is damage boost. And I don't think this one is used for communication right here. So it's easier to communicate. So again, same thing. If I was going to communicate, I would have to touch all sorts of stuff on the D-pad, but instead I can just use that because that's hotkey to here. So pretty cool. All right, so a few other things in here. We have the nice keyboard. This is a iBuyPower one. I got it when, Cronus and them were on top of the world, but the entire reason why I bought this is because I didn't like changing my keyboard from the regular computer over to here, and I can trash talk people in Rocket League a little bit faster. Plus, using the, controller is a pain in the butt. We have the awesome Octane decal, or Octane card. It came with the game, or one of the games. Kind of my clock that I finally got back in December. My brother took it for like 3 weeks. And I would be in here, and I would lose track of time, and I would end up be playing Rocket League for like 3, 4 a.m. on a work night, and I finally got a clock back. We have the super awesome Pteranodon, and he stays up here. He represents everything that is good in Ark. We have the Coca-Cola pad, or the cola pad, or drink pad, whatever you call it. The fidget spinner, because queuing for games sucks and I have nothing else to do. What else we got? Oh, we got the fan. It's weird because this room gets like super hot in the day, but it gets super cold at night. So we have the fan, and then I have my blanket, and actually I have this stack of paper, which is great because it elevates my feet. That's really about it. Oh yeah, I have the ukulele, which I've kind of moved away from using the fidget spinner so much and gone more towards the uke. I find it a little bit more interesting than the spinner, but yeah, that's about it. This is Casa hash, and if you spend a lot of time doing something, you might as well deck it out, make it look good. But all right, well, remember kids, to save the vultures, eat your vegetables, and be a nice person. All right guys, see you later. So in comparison to my little rig, this is Chris's rig. He calls it the ghetto rig. It's pretty nice. It's like a VCR box, a subwoofer, a cigar humidor, a Xbox One, a PS4, and a screen stacked on top of each other.
Hey, it works.